The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Fields caught left side. It's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down. Fields escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, Fields steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
This is taken at the 15. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll run it with Johnson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Fields. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw. Fields. He may try and run for this. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Detroit!
Throwing on first down. Fields. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fields. And Austin Safarian Jenkins has it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check. Lucky. Check 52.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing now, Rosen on first down toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's second down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alec Ogletree. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
3-19.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw. Fields. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Chandler Jones in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip. I got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They go play action. It's Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Blue landing!
A handoff to Barkley. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fields. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Robert Kimdichie in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the 2nd drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Gun.
On 2nd down, Rosen. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Josh Hawkins with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Rosas true blue on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A first down carry here for Johnson. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll throw it with Rosen. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They pitch it out to Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Rosen. Lets it go for Nelson. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken in at the 11. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Fields. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Now let's go.
To throw on 2nd down. Fields. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Fields. Quick hitch, complete. It's Schwartz. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Rosen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now it's Rosen. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch him now, Barney!
Play action here with Rosen. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Over the middle complete. It's Schwartz. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On first and 10, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 there on the screen at second down.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields over the middle to Beckham. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Looking to throw. Fields. And a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now Rosen looking to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Screenplay, Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, the Cards will call on Chandler Catanzaro to try and put up 3. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Detroit!
On play action, Rosen. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit! Gun!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
It's Barkley on the counter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw on second down, Fields. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Again, it's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Rosen off the play action. It's caught. Nelson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's got room. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. So from the 2, now they move back to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1 that was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Rosen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
All right, here we go.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Fields. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
From the gun, Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fielded at the 43. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Back to throw. This is caught. Watkins. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll run it with Johnson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol.
Detroit!
He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Watkins, the intended receiver. Barkley, and he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Gone!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Looking to throw. Fields. And Ingram holds it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. And he spins past him and into space. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold